Hello there, a pleasant welcome to the National News Bulletin file on Star Television Network on Channel 21. I am Sienna Wright. First, the headlines. The Deputy Publicity Secretary for the main opposition All People's Congress Party, Sidi Yaya Tunis, has described the pronouncement of the Sierra Leone People's Party's parliamentary candidate, Josephine Jackson, in one of the sister television stations, intimating that former President Koroma was leading the campaign for the opposition candidate as unfortunate and demands an apology to the leadership of the party.
It is evident that there are some misguided elements within the SLPP that are hell-bent on derailing democratic gains for the past 20 years, 10 years plus under President Kaba, and then 10 years under President Anes Bai Koroma.
The Independent Media Commission has briefed the press on the suspension of some media institutions that have not complied with the IMC Code of Conduct.
More than that, this right is abused and it turns out to be a tyranny on the lives of the people whose interests should be sought and promoted.
Chief Samuel Samsumana, former Vice President and leader of the Coalition for Change Party, on Thursday, 1st August 2019, paid a courtesy visit to the headquarters of the All People's Congress Party.
But by providence, God said that today is for me. That's salute the neighbors. So I come to extend the hand of solidarity that not only Utuna, but when me serve them, me scarce. When they give me nebulizer or inhaler, I not tell them say I get asthma, I not tell them say I get fresh cold, I put lock on. I tell them thank you for the press release what the APC party put out.
And in sports, ahead of the All-African Games in Morocco, the Sierra Leone beach volleyball team has begun effective training and calling on the government of Sierra Leone and the National Olympic Committee to give more support. Those were the headlines. It's now time for the news in detail. The Deputy Publicity Secretary for the main opposition All People's Congress Party, Sidi Yaya Tunis, has described the pronouncement of the Sierra Leone People's Party's parliamentary candidate, Josephine Jackson, in one of the sister television stations, intimating that former President Koroma was leading the campaign for the opposition candidate as unfortunate and demands an apology to the leadership of the party. When he visited our studio, he spoke to Abdurrahman Kamara in this interview.
I'm here with the Deputy Publicity Secretary for the main opposition All People's Congress Party, Sidi Yaya Tunis. Mr. Tunis, you're most welcome to Star Television.
Thanks for having me.
We've seen the press release by the Political Parties Registration Commission banning all outward campaign for the rerun election at Godrich. Before the press release was issued, we saw where during the campaign for the APC, there was a flare of political violence, and in the views of many people, much of the blame has been accredited to the All People's Congress Party, that you actually perpetrated the act of violence. This according to even one of the contestants for the SLPP. What is the true story?
First of all, we welcome the PPRC press release because it is evident that there are some misguided elements within the SLPP that are hell-bent on derailing democratic gains for the past 20 years, 10 years plus under President Kaba, and then 10 years under President Anes Bai Koroma. We've seen repeated attacks on All People's Congress since this government came into power, and we have seen the trend continuing Now, the disturbing part even is that these SLPP folks are now being aided by elements within the Sierra Leone police. That day was our day designated to us by the National Electoral Commission to rally. I mean, we went, we did launching officially, and we processed along Godrich up to Femi Turner, and on our way back we were to have a meeting at the community center just along Hamilton Village. People started pelting stones on our supporters. We had people that were stabbed in the abdomen. They are now being hospitalized. We had people incur injuries on the head. I mean, how can we perpetrate violence and then we incur injury? We have our supporters stabbed. Do you want to say we stabbed our own supporters? No, of course. I mean, you go to Hamilton now, all the houses with broken windows, broken doors are houses belonging to people that are now under detention. And these are all APC people. The fact is, on that day, the SLPP elements, aided by their candidate Josephine Jackson, had a very well orchestrated plan to attack, and they did attack, and they, disrupted our rally. They beat up our supporters, they injured them, and when our deputy national organizing secretary went to the police to formally complain, he was arrested on the orders of a minister, not even the police, on the orders of a minister. So this is a well orchestrated plan by the SLPP to derail the democratic gains that we have had as a country for the past 20 years. Unfortunate and dangerous concocted lies by the SLPP, and this came from no less a person but the candidate herself. It was Josephine Jackson who said on Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation that she saw former President Ernest Bai Koroma during the rally in a vehicle with the APC candidate. Not only is that a blatant lie, but it is a deliberate attempt by Jackson to, one, disrespect the former president, and two, to even further bring chaos into the Western area and the country at large. And I want to categorically state here that at no time was President Koroma ever at any rally. At no time on that day. The group went by Femi Turner, they stopped at his residence, he came out, stood at the gate, waved to the crowd, wished them luck, and went straight back into his compound. He never joined any rally. He was nowhere in any vehicle with anybody. So if this candidate can concoct such a lie on a public television, what else will she not do? And at this point, we demand, the All People's Congress demands Josephine Jackson to withdraw that statement with an apology with immediate effect, or else we will take actions against her that she will not imagine. We won that seat in 2018 with more than 8,000 votes. And we are even going to win it with a bigger margin. They've seen that. That is why they're doing all of this. They think by perpetrating violence on the people of Hamilton, Godrich, and Constituency 110 at large, people will be afraid to vote for their candidates. No. The people of that constituency know who the winner is. They know which party is a better party. They know that there is no way Josephine Jackson can deliver for them. Already, most of the stakeholders in the community have been arrested and detained on lies concocted by her. So how would they vote for her? We have always been law-abiding.
To stay calm.
We should continue in that manner. They should stay calm. We have a timetable. We are going to ask for clearance from the same police for those days that have been designated. Now the PPRC has come up with a statement that no rallies, but as I speak, the SLPP is out on the streets rallying in the same constituency, even where a press release has come out from the PPRC. So that tells you who really is violating the laws of this country. This is the SLPP. There is no way you'll find APC on the street rallying after such press release. But these people have no regard for the rule of law. They have no regard for democracy. They have no regard for human rights. And that is why it is very, very difficult for us to be able really to deal with them in such a constructive manner. We, as a party, will remain law-abiding. All the atrocities that are being levied on our supporters by the Sierra Leone police and the SLPP, we have catalogued everything with the evidences, and very soon we'll start now tabling formal complaints with the International Criminal Court.
The Independent Media Commission has briefed the press on the suspension of some media institutions that have not complied with the IMC Code of Conduct. Yessie Hallowell has more.
As the Commission charged with the responsibility of creating the enabling environment for journalists to practice their trade professionally, we cannot help but to draw your attention to the fact that in as much as we promote a climate of freedom of the press, it should not be taken for granted that freedom is always responsibly used by journalists. More than that, this right is abused and it turns out to be a tyranny on the lives of the people whose interests should be sought and promoted. And if the Commission charged with the responsibility for regulating the media fails to discharge that responsibility enshrined in the IMC Act 2000, including amendments of 2006 and 2007, we will be disappointing His Excellency the President, who had confided that confidence in us, as well as the public that looks to us with great expectations. As part of our mandate to professionalize the media, we concluded a nationwide exercise of seminars for the staff of the IMC and then for system managers and newspaper editors right across the country, including Western area in the month of May 2019. The team was managing the media effectively and responsibly. At the in-house seminar for the IMC, 26 members of staff and 8 commissioners participated. The provincial tour and seminars in Makini, Bo and Kennedy framed 46, 58 and 55 station managers respectively. A total of 227 station managers, editors and others were trained countrywide on managing the media. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, our mandate, among other things, is to ensure that media houses achieve the highest level of efficiency in the provision of their media services. To also protect the interests of both the public and media houses against exploitation and abuse by the very public and media houses themselves. Hence, the suspension of media houses that have violated with impunity the ethics, rules, and regulations of the IMC Act 2000 and that of the IMC Media Code of Practice.
You're still with the National News Bulletin File on Star Television Network on Channel 21. And Chief Samuel Sam Sumana, former Vice President and leader of the Coalition for Change Party, on Thursday, 1st August 2019, pays a courtesy visit to the headquarters of the All People's Congress Party. The visit was aimed at showing solidarity with the party on recent bereavement affecting their members and to emphasize regarding the attack at their headquarters. Admara Samai has the detail.
Delivering his statement, the former Vice President and leader of the Coalition for Change Party, Chief Samuel Sam Sumana, said his visit at the headquarters of the All People's Congress Party is to show solidarity to the party and to sympathize with them regarding the incident that occurred at the party's headquarters on the 31st of May 2019. He thanked the APC standing by him when he has his own issue with some security personnel in Port Loko district, and as a goodwill gesture, Samuel Sam Sumana made a donation of 40 bags of rice and the sum of 5 million euros to the members that are guarding the party office.
But by providence, God said that today is for me. Now I salute the neighbors. So I come to extend the hand of solidarity that not only with Una, but when me self get me up scarce. When they give me nebulizer or inhaler, I not tell them say I get asthma. I don't tell us I get fresh food, I put lock on. I tell and thank you for the press release what the APC party put out, showing that and showing that we have only one country and that is Sierra Leone. It showed to we that wherever we go, we will son him. And whatever it is, we serve Kanaya today for embrace Utuna, for show to una say that we serve na part of it. We are Sierra Leoneans. And whatever we do, we got to make sure say, we put aside pettiness of partisan politics, we look at nation building. For any leader of this country, we got for afraid. Sierra Leone are a country where we got for be careful. When you're in leadership, if you not take time, the hacker will teach you, not small. So I pray God Almighty that as we are here today, this solidarity will they try for extend to the APC party. For cry with una, for tap on our back, for so una hold up. There's a brighter day ahead. Whatever happens, one day, if the dawn comes, the sun shall rise for the people of this country.
Responding, the Secretary General of the All People's Congress Party, Ambassador Usman Fodiyan Saneh, thanked and appreciated Chief Samuel Sam Sumana for his generosity. He reiterated the need for both the C4C and the APC parties to come together in order to be victorious in the next presidential elections.
The quantum of rice, the spirit behind it, a genuine concern for we as a party, for we as brothers in the struggle. God moves in a mysterious way. We want to perform His own wonders. Today, at the beginning, I'm convinced that it is the beginning of the constructive road to unity. The constructive road to unity, because we all don't live at the same coast, the same country. And if we see a venomous viper or cobra inside it, it is imperative that we come together so that we will contain this malaise where we destroy all of us. The statement from Comrade Chief Sam Sumana, very instructive. And I know say, from there, we will forge ahead. Because in the struggle of the APC, there is victory.
For Star TV News in Freetown, I am Adma Samai reporting.
And now to round up the news sports. Ahead of the All-African Games in Morocco, the Sierra Leone beach volleyball team has begun effective training and calling on the government of Sierra Leone and the National Olympic Committee to give more support. So let's join our sports correspondent Hilton John for some sporting update.
Hello everyone, welcome for today's sporting news. We start to look at scene as part of the preparation for the 2019 All-African Games in Morocco. The Sierra Leone beach volleyball team is in effective training at the Sheikh Stevens Stadium ahead of the competition. According to the assistant coach of the team, who is Abdulrazak Kamara, is calling on the Ministry of Sports and the National Olympic Committee to give them more support. Arguably, volleyball is the best sporting discipline in the country. The coach explained more to Star Television about some of their predicaments they have been faced in the ongoing training ahead of this year's All-African Game to be hosted in Morocco.
We depend on preparation, we depend on training, and we train both morning and evening for the All-African Games.
You think so you get the right better squad for the represent the country?
Yes, for sure.
Start with you about the selection, how it was done.
Well, we do the selection by trial. Yes, we call everybody, we trial, that fits, and then we send.
So how many volleyball athletes we are expecting to represent the country?
We send 3, both male and female.
When I get any challenges on the face at now?
Yes.
What are some of the challenges?
Like some of the transportation, so we do far, then the rain there. See, rain there, the coats, so at least we can train when rain come, unless we stop the training. Go inside, go do the blackboard work, go train rain courts, we come back.
So what do you expect the Ministry of Sports and the NOC for do?
Well, we send this message out to the Minister of Sport and the NOC, because it's a rainy season, and we train all out for them to go get a greater result, a good result. So many them will look into that because of one, the transport some of food come out far, and when we come again back, the transport, the rains and the Ambogwe, many them will look into that. And many things will be for me.
This is a kindly appeal coming up there from the assistant coach of the beach volleyball team, calling on the attention of the Ministry of Sports and also the National Olympic Committee to give them more support. In the international scene, Nicolas Pepe, Ivory Coast winger, have signed for Arsenal Football Club for £72 million. It's going to be reckoned that Arsenal Football Club, they were unable to get to the tickets to the Champions League in this season, so they want to be a better team come next season. Yeah, is the report.
Est venu à l'esprit quand tu pensais jouer aux côtés des autres joueurs?
Bah, les Français qui jouent ici. Après aussi, je pensais aussi à Ozil, champion du monde, Lacazette, Aubameyang et plein d'autres. Après, c'est sûr que c'est ces joueurs-là qui me venaient à l'esprit parce que je les regardais aussi quand j'étais à Lille et Lacazette aussi jouait à Lyon. Donc j'avais aussi l'occasion de jouer contre lui. Donc c'est un honneur aussi de jouer avec lui.
Super. Et si tu devais parler à quelqu'un qui ne t'avait jamais vu jouer, comment est-ce que tu décrirais ton style de jeu?
Rapide dans la percussion. Maintenant, bon finisseur aussi, parce que j'ai aussi progressé là-dessus. Mais je dirais plus rapide et dribbleur.
Ok. Et pour les autres joueurs qui jouent dans la même position que toi, c'est qui que tu admires le plus?
Lionel Messi.
Et pourquoi?
Parce que c'est le meilleur joueur du monde, tout simplement.
Et donc à Arsenal, tu suis un peu le même trajet que d'autres joueurs comme Kole Touré, Manu Eboué, Gervinho. Qu'est-ce que ces noms veulent dire pour toi?
C'est des références en Côte d'Ivoire. On a beaucoup parlé de par exemple Gervinho qui a joué à Lille, qui a fait Lille à Arsenal. Je fais le même chemin, mais non, c'est sûr que c'est des exemples pour nous, les jeunes Ivoiriens. Et j'espère qu'on va continuer à suivre ces exemples.
Super. Et est-ce qu'ils t'ont déjà donné des conseils ou un peu d'aide?
Oui, Kolo Touré surtout, qui était en sélection avec nous, qui était le coach adjoint et qui me parlait beaucoup aussi du haut niveau, du très haut niveau, qui est aussi arrivé aussi à Arsenal, qu'il faut toujours bosser, travailler tout le temps au quotidien pour essayer d'arriver au sommet justement.
This is a good move, getting the Nicolas Pepe signing £72 million for Arsenal Football Club. Lyon have failed to win against Liverpool as part of their pre-season tour matches they have been playing the past week. Liverpool ended a successful win against Lyon as their last match to play in the kickstart of this year's competition, but especially they will be playing against Chelsea. Here is the highlights of the game.
Ktoś, kto walczy o złotą piłkę, bo tak się mówi, czegoś takiego robić nie może, nawet sparingu w Genewie.
Ale tam ładnie uciekł. Memphis zmylił Brazylijczyka. 1-0 dla Lyonu.
Dla nas dobrze, bo szybko się zaczyna ten mecz i zwiastuje nam to na pewno dużo emocji. Koszmarny powrót Alisona Beckera z urlopu. Ale tak jak mówimy, jeszcze w takim meczu takie błędy popełniać można. Samuel Umtiti. Można wymieniać tych zawodników, którzy odeszli za naprawdę duże pieniądze, czy Dejan Lovren.
A teraz blisko po tym rykoszecie bramki Harry Wilson. Tam spróbował strzał.
Wesoły jest ten mecz.
Roberto Firmino tam pomagał, ale ładnie tu się znalazł za plecami obrońców Harry Wilson.
Firmino, jak on z takiej pozycji, będąc tyłem do bramki, zrobił tej gola.
Ale też na radar trochę krył go Jason Denayer. Ta interwencja Jeana Lucasa. No i teraz wydaje się, że Adam Lallana mógł jeszcze podtrzymać tę piłkę na skrzydle, tymczasem szybko do Salaha. Denayer, bo on tam ucierpiał w tym starciu. Kiana Huber. Za niskie troszeczkę do dośrodkowania. Andersen pakuje piłkę do własnej siatki. 2-1 dla Liverpoolu.
Nie o taką grę piłką mi chodziło w przypadku Joachima Andersena. Ależ bramki mamy na razie w tym meczu. Trochę chyba słońce oślepiło wrażenie Andersena. Tutaj będzie to widać. Akurat idealnie stoi w tym miejscu, gdzie
realizował różne akcje charytatywne ze szpitalami w tym mieście. Jeżeli chodzi o pomoc dzieciom, uwaga, Salah siadł mu na...
And finally, Tottenham Hotspur succeeded against Bayern Munich on penalties after a 3-3 draw in the 90 minutes. It was a good performance on either side, but Tottenham, they are the better team of the day on penalties. It could be recalled that they defeated Real Madrid the previous day, and today they succeeded against Bayern Munich. Here's the highlights of the match.
Now Dele Alli onto Lucas Moura, looking for Lamela again to try and break into the box, and was good. Sapreet Singh. It's a decent looking cross that, dealt with by Da Vinci. That bid was less than what Bayern had paid Lyon for. Scooped the ball down the touchline. He's got Lamela waiting in the centre, and Lamela finishes it off. And a very quick, devastating counter-attack from Tottenham Hotspur puts the Premier League side in the lead. And muscles the defender. Eriksen with a chance. Eriksen with the goal. Super finish from Christian Eriksen. And great hold-up play again from Harry Kane. And Tottenham have a 2-0 lead against the host Bayern Munich. And are one step closer to winning it.
Don't forget the ball out wide from Alvarez.
Here's an opportunity for Art to break away and score for Bayern Munich. A simple ball through the Tottenham defence, and the young superstar Fiete Art, the 19-year-old who says Harry Kane is his role model, has come up with a finish that the England captain would be proud of.
I did say I liked his moves. I mean, they're in here.
Fiete Art again.
I mean,
another decent cross, and Singh almost got on the Eriksen. On to Son. Harry Kane is arriving late on the edge of the penalty. Sanchez gets it back for Bayern Munich. He can hit them. He does hit it. This time Gazaniga. Here is Kane. Here is Renato Sanchez. And the poor free kick. Here's Pavard. Kingsley Coman is coming in. That's a decent effort, and that's a spectacular goal.
Some football clubs have a good pre-season, while some have a slow start. So let's see who among these competing teams in the various league will be the better at the end of the season. That's all for sports for today.
Thank you very much, Hilton, for that sporting update. Well, viewers, that's all we have time for in the National News Bulletin file for the hour on Star Television Network on Channel 21. I am Sienna Wright. Thanks for watching, and do stay with us if you can.